The Geneva Conventions oblige states to enact any legislation necessary to provide effective penal sanctions for persons committing grave breaches. Thus, they envisage the judicial enforcement of IHL to be undertaken universally, mainly by domestic courts. There are preliminary conditions which are necessary for IHL's effective application, namely, an independent and impartial judiciary, the application and enforcement of IHL rules by national judges, access to courts for IHL violations, and the equal and effective application of the law by the judiciary. Additionally, an important aspect of IHL enforcement is ensuring that judges have the objective capacities and skills to apply the law correctly. This is especially required when courts are deciding complex questions of IHL, such as whether a conflict exists, what kind of conflict exists, and what key issues are arising from the application of IHL. It is necessary that domestic courts apply IHL. This is because the executive possesses wide and far-reaching powers in times of war, which can have a negative impact on innocent people if not subject to judicial oversight. Moreover, it is also practically more expedient, as evidence and witness testimony is easier to collect and proceedings in the country can be held quicker and more cost-effectively than in international courts. On the other hand, often, when a state is involved in an armed conflict, public opinion can be very sensitive and can overcome interests of justice. As a result, courts end up taking a back seat to the executive. When the judiciary fails to check the executive, the ones with the most to lose are those requiring protection in complex conflict situations, such as counterterrorism operations. Therefore, the judicial enforcement of IHL through domestic courts remains an important aspect in ensuring IHL's development.